Kia ora, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This will get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock with news the Evergrande contagion seems to have started. But first up today, we should note that the overnight dairy auction brought no overall change in prices in US dollar terms and a smaller 0.5% gain in New Zealand dollar terms, as has been a small depreciation in the Kiwi dollar since the last event. This overall result was less than expected. It seems that food isn't really participating in the current rise in commodity prices. Although we should also note that the price of palm oil has reached a new record high, giving very unfortunate price signals for an industry that does much environmental damage. And speaking of economic signals for environmental damage, Beijing has ordered its banks to ramp up funding for thermal coal production. Just 3 days of China's CO2 emissions are more than New Zealand's annual CO2 emissions. So by this order, they have probably cancelled out any gains we make for the period to 2030. Interestingly, the renewed focus on building thermal coal reserves does not extend to China buying Australian coal. China may be on holiday this week, but dominoes seem to be falling in the Evergrande saga. Other property development businesses are missing payments, and some lenders are struggling to control the fallout. In the US, the LMI that tracks their logistics and supply chain activity slipped slightly from the very expansionary level. Keeping it elevated are cost metrics, weighing on it are inventory metrics. And the US trade balance for both goods and services worsened in August to a deficit of $73 billion in the month, taking the annual deficit to $817 billion, or 3.6% of GDP, and up from 3.1% for the same period a year ago. That's a fresh record deficit. And the latest survey in their activity in their giant services sector supports the view of a fast expansion, coming in both higher than expected and marginally higher than for August. Activity like this may see their third quarter GDP estimates revised higher for the whole US economy. In Europe, their expansion is coming with very high rises in producer prices. They are up more than 13% in the past year to August, the most in a record that extends back more than 40 years. The US Treasury 10-year yield opens today at just over 1.52% and up 5 basis points from this time yesterday. But the price of gold will start today softer, down $9 to $1,760 an ounce. And oil prices are up again, up $1.50 to just under $79 a barrel in the US, while the international Brent price is now just over $82.50 a barrel. These levels are new 7-year highs. And the Kiwi dollar opens today marginally firmer at just on 69.7 US cents. Against the Australian dollar, we're unchanged at 95.6 Australian cents. And against the euro, we're firm at 60.1 euro cents. That means our trade-weighted index starts today at 73.3 and still in the middle of the 72 to 74 range of the past 11 months. And finally, join us at 2 p.m. today for the latest update to the Reserve Bank's official cash rate, which is widely expected to rise by 25 basis points to 0.5%. We welcome your feedback on these issues. Leave a comment below or on our website. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston, and we'll do this again tomorrow.